What you guys, got another product review here for you. Now if you're into computer builds and you want to get yourself some RGB fans, then these Sahara RGB fans are probably some of the best budget RGB fans that you can buy in the market. Now they're probably the cheapest also, because they're £4.95 each for each fan, and you're getting a really high quality fan there, so don't let the price fool you. So you're getting 55 different lighting effects on these fans. Now when you do purchase these fans, they have to be run with the Sahara controller box, okay? Now also I will be doing a review of their case, which is coming up, and I will put some parts in there just to show you what it looks like as well. Now this has a remote control, and also it does have that controller box on here, which is going to control all the fans. So we're going to take a look at these and I'll show you what the lighting effects look like in this video here. So what we're going to do is take a look at the specs on here. So the specs on here are pretty decent for the Sahara fan. As you can see here, the specifications are listed down here. We'll put a list of them on the screen for you so you can see. And the dimensions are 120 by 120 by 25. Now they do actually do another size. I think they do the 140mm ones as well. These are the bearing type, which are hydro bearings on here. The voltage rating on these are DC 12 volts, LEDs DV 5 volts. The rated voltage is CD 5.0 13.8 volts. Also the startup voltage is DC 5 volts on and off. Rated current is 160 milliamps, which is, and the LED are 600 milliamps as well. So the lock current is less than 220 milliamps for this particular fan. Also we have a rated speed of 1200 RPM, plus or minus 10%. Airflow is 38 CFM on this fan, and also air pressure is 1.1 millimeters H2O. Noise level is 23.5 decibels as well on this fan. So let's get it out the box and take a look at what we get for our money and what the quality looks like. So you can see they come very well packaged here. They're inside, there's everything inside the box here. You've got your foam to protect the actual fan itself. In transit, it's good solid foam here to protect that fan. And at £5 for a fan, which is £4.95 really, but £5 for a fan, that's pretty good. You get the screws to mount the fan, and you can see here this is a 120mm fan. So let's take a look at the weight and the build quality. Now the weight and build quality on this feels pretty good for the money, to be fair. You got this sort of nice dome type effect to the fan here. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blades on here. Got their nice curved design there. We've got the RGB effect on the outside here, this ring, and we'll take a look at those in action in a sec. We do have the anti-vibration pads here. Now these are on 4 corners, so this will stop the fan from vibrating when in use. And you normally get these on pretty expensive fans, but these are only £4.95, which is pretty good if you're into RGB, that is. Now if you obviously don't want RGB, then you don't have to buy these particular types of fans. But if you are looking for fans for cheap and you want some good quality fans, then give these a look. So you got this flat cable here. Let me just show you the cable. Got this flat ribbon, and this is the actual cable. Quite a nice long cable here. And you've got your connector on the end for the actual fan itself. And I do like the overall look of these types of fans. They do look quite nice. And the build quality on this is pretty good. They've used pretty sturdy plastic on here to make this construction of this fan. You can see the actual RGB effect in here. We have the LEDs on the inside there. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but you can see the LEDs on the inside here. And there's quite a few of them. And let me see if I can count these. I think there's about 12 or 13 LEDs in here, which give you the effect. And they're mounted on the outer bracket of this fan here, and then you've got the plastic part which is going to give you the effect here, and that goes all the way inside the fan here as well. So very good build quality. And we'll take a look at this in action, I think. So I'm just going to power these up, and I'll try and put a few of them in a line so you can see what they look like when they're on. But obviously you can't feel the weight of them, but they do have very good grade plastic here, very good fit grade, as you can see. Now obviously branded named RGB fans are going to be very expensive. Some of them are in the bracket of £20 and upwards. So if you're on a tight budget and you want to get that good RGB effect inside your computer case and you don't want to spend a lot of money, then something like this could do you well. So let me get this all set up and I'll show you what the effect looks like on these. And remember, you've got 55 different lighting settings, and the connector's a 6-pin connector, which is going to go to our controller. So before we set this up, let me just show you the controller here. Now the controller is also made by Sahara as well, and they do also very good cases. They've got a decent case which I'm going to be doing for a review for you. I'm going to take a look at that case and I'll give you my honest opinion. As always, this is not a paid review, this is just a review of a product which I think you guys would be interested in if you're into building computers, and obviously you want something a bit cheap that's still decent. So let me just get this out of the packaging here. I've got a little pair of scissors here, so let me just pull this open. So inside your kit here, get rid of that. So inside your kit you've got your sticky pad here, you've got your remote control. This is going to give you all your effects. Let me get that out of the packaging. You see it's got a plastic covering on here which I can remove, but you can see you've got your on and off, so you don't have to have them on all the time. Fan auto, you've got your mode button, your hold button here, and another mode button up and down, and you've got your Q1, 2, 3, 4, right up to 8, and when you pull this bit of plastic out it'll be ready to go. You've got your RGB colours here, so you can change them to fit any sort of computer colour scheme that you're running on your builds. Very, very nice indeed. And remember guys, not everyone can afford these super expensive equipment that you're seeing a lot of these big YouTuber channels doing. Not a lot of people can afford some of those where they're £20 odd a fan as well, which is quite expensive. Now this obviously is a really pretty decent bit of kit as well. It's very good build quality for the money. Again, I've not got the price on this. I will get the price for you, and I will leave the links all in the video description for you. But you can see here we do have some headers where we can plug our fans into, fan 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and also down the bottom here 10, 9, 8, 7 and 6. So right up to 10 fans here. You've got your fan speed, which you can change from here as well, which is nice. You just click on this and change your fan speed. Also the mode you can change from here, and also the LED speed as well, which you can change here as well. And you've got the reset SW, which is your reset switch on here as well. It's just got a jumper pin on here, which you can change over there. And that cable is relatively long. You can plug that in somewhere, it gives you plenty of length there. And you've got your Molex cable on the end, which is your power, and this just goes into your power supply. So as you can see, here is the fan wired up to the power supply. Now I've not put this into the computer, it's just jumpered on the power supply, so it might not spin at full speed, but there you go. That's what you're going to get with your fan. So let me just show you how you can set these up. You just pull them out of the package, and then all you need to do here is then just plug them into your little controller block here, and I'll show the colours that you can do. So basically I'm just going to plug this one in here. You're going to get your connector, and I've turned the light off in the room so you can see, and all you need to do here is just plug these into the controller like so, and that will then light up the other one like so. Just to give you an idea, that's the fans right there. Now you're probably not going to get a true reflection of what they look like on the camera, but let me just show you here. So I'm just going to now pull off the remote control connector here so we can get this to work, and we can change these to red, orange, yellow, and these are true yellow. They're really bright, but what you're seeing is probably a little bit different. And all you need to do here is push the actual button here to get green, and then you can do blue like so. That's a really nice color. And then we can do a darker type blue there, and we've also got purple. And if white's your thing, you've also got white. And you can see here on the actual fans themselves, they're very, very silent, very good quality fan. Do like the look of those. For £5 each, I think they're a bargain. They really are decent fans for the money. And again, you've got other types here. Let's just see. So these are Q1. And it will just change. So that will change. So Q1's going to change through, by the looks of it, through a cycle through the colours. So if you fancy it cycling through the colours like it's doing here, you can have Q1. Q2 will be like a breathing type mode. And you can choose your colour, obviously. As you can see, it's breathing into different colours. Very, very nice. Q3. And this will change up also the colours here as well. Looks very good, as you can see here. Excellent. Liking it a lot. And remember guys, there's quite a lot of different types of settings. You've got 55 different lighting settings on these fans, which is really outstanding for £5. And these ones going faster now. You can see here changing a faster speed. That looks pretty cool. Cool light settings there. A bit like a Catherine wheel. And then we're going to go into another one. And one more there. And of course you can play with these at your heart's content. Again, you can turn these off if you want them off. If you don't want them on, you can turn them off. And if you want them on, it remembers what it was before. You can also hold them at a certain colour. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to spend a whole amount of time on these here, going through loads of different settings here, but there is quite a lot. And you can change the LED speed here on the remote control. You can see we've got the LED speed. You've got loads of different settings here that you can mess around with, and you've got your function button here as well, your mode button and stuff like that. And it works really, really well. So if you want to change it up a little bit, you can do, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with these quality of fans. They are really decent for the money, and we'll see these what they look like inside the case. Once I do a review of the case, I'll put the computer components inside the case and you'll be able to see what they look like. But believe you me, they're pretty decent for the money. And also, again, we can change the settings on here as well. As you can see here, you do have your mode button on here, so you can change the modes on here as well. If you don't have the remote control, you can still use this here to change the modes on here as well. And you can change the LED speed and also the fan speed all on this controller here, which is a nice touch as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk, and also if you want to get your hands on the Sahara 12cm turbo RGB fans, I will leave the link in the video description. Thanks for Sahara for sending these over for a review. They're all an awesome product, and I will be reviewing their case in the up and coming days. So stay tuned for that one. Bye for now. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the big red subscribe button on my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification button next to that to be notified when we upload new videos.